This your boy Shakil, the legendary Shakil, Camden's own king. And I'm here representing at Opposing Perspective Podcast. Ready to do my thing, man. Shout out to the boys. Peace and love.
The legendary
Shakil.
Yeah.
And the legend is added on based on my, my time in the music business and in the game. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people will call me the king of Camden.
Okay.
Me, I give that crown to the Krown Rulers. With that being said, I'm from Camden, New Jersey.
CMD.
The studio appearance was in Jazzy Jeff's studio. So the Legendary album basically is the best album ever made.
Yo, that's what, listen.
Mikey Dredd and Pooch Man had me on.
Wow.
Power 99 interviewed me. That's on YouTube. I'm the first person on YouTube.
Nah, but to be honest with you, it's always good to hear people talk about like how they appreciate the process of how we, reached out to them, or we hit them with the Zoom to do a rundown prior to, like, damn, I wasn't expecting to do no rundown or nothing like that.
It threw me off a little bit.
Right.
Because I hit her with the text back. I said, so am I coming to Saturday or are we doing the interview on the Zoom? She's like, oh, no, they just going to run shit down for Saturday. I was like, oh, all right, that's different.
Right, like, okay, they prepping a little professional with it. Okay, I'm feeling that.
I could have hit one of them on the Instagram. What you call them? We could you know what I'm saying?
IG Live.
Yeah, the IG Live. You know what I'm saying? When she hit me with the Zoom thing, I was like, oh shit, we got a link and everything. That's what's up. Good shit though.
Nah, good shit.
It made me eager now. Like, I was out here. Let me get there, man, and talk to these fellas.
All right, listen, that's a lesson to all y'all boys out there. You know what I mean? Get you an assistant. Let them do the, you know what I mean?
It's just, you got to have an organization, an organized structure. You know, you got to have something going on, a routine and procedures and protocols.
Yeah, because and initially, I think y'all had tagged me to the interview with
Laporta and Apollo.
Correct.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
So I got to witness, and watch that part. And then, of course, I'm going to hit it and go down.
Right. And then
I said, oh, all right, that's what's up, man. Because I remember meeting you, you know what I'm saying? And I said, oh, that's what's up. I like it. And then that's when I noticed that y'all had y'all had Sherrod on, and then y'all was doing the boxes.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then did you see the behind the scenes footage of your video shoot?
Actually, I didn't see that.
Because that was my first introduction.
Was it?
Yeah, when they were at the video shoot, filming and everything like that, and he sent me the footage of Sherrod filming the thing. We put out a few reels.
Oh man, that's what's up, bro. I didn't know that.
That's all right. I
appreciate
mean,
that.
Listen, I know how it be. You know what I
I'm
mean?
not, honestly, I kid you not. I love the fact that those platforms or the social media shit is out there. But if honestly, me and you would be here all day long, and I'd be the one not in my phone going on Instagram and Facebook and all that shit, right, while everybody else is.
Right.
I just don't feel the need to make that my
because you're not from that time.
And I don't think it's really that. I just think that some people, they utilize that. Well, y'all utilizing it. My bad. They're using that too much of their life.
Oh yeah.
Put it this way.
Facts.
How many times with a dude we cursing, man?
Yeah.
So how many times with a peace?
Please.
How many times would you see a motherfucker put up where he actually at, but he got motherfuckers that's trying to get at him?
Right.
And then now he gone.
Right.
You feel me? Like, bro, nobody need to know you was right here at this time and that, and you already knew you was something. You feel me? You had issues. I don't call them ops because ain't nothing. I don't, no disrespect to the youngins calling these motherfuckers ops, but ain't no ops. We ain't in the military. You feel me? Military.
Man, it was never a thing like if you moving, you're not trying to have nobody know.
That's real
especially
shit.
if you got something on your head or you going through something. People not supposed to know where you at or the way you maneuvering. You know what I mean? For all that,
you got entertainment endeavors going on, right? Or somebody trying to sell some chicken wings. Okay.
Right.
This is where I'm gonna be at. Here go the chicken wings. This is what they look like. But tell a motherfucker I got up and I motherfucking wash my ass first and all this other shit.
Well,
what's up, bro?
What's going on? Yo, we got Ace. We got Ace in the beater, yo. OTH in the building, yo.
Trap baby OTH
everywhere, yo. He's next up. But listen, though, we got a dope episode coming up. As you heard, we about to really get into it. But before we introduce this brother, we want to welcome Opposing Perspectives Podcast. I'm your host, Sadell.
I'm your boy, James, a.k.a. Ralph's favorite.
Make sure you tune into us on YouTube, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. We on IG, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter. But, before we go in, we want to introduce, Shakil. Shakil is a musical journeyman. He is, from the Camden. He's in the movie Sons of Sin. He has a single out, Talk to Me with Porter Rich. I got to witness the video shoot and be there. It was a dope experience, as we just talked about. Brother Shakil, can you tell us who is Brother Shakil?
Well, first of all, a lot of people always say you said it right, but a lot of people always say the name. They always say Shakil like my last name O'Neal or some shit. But it's Shakil.
Shakil. The legendary.
The legendary Shakil.
Yeah.
And the legend is added on based on my, my time in the music business and in the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I'm not a person that will self-title myself. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
As far as me being who I am for the city of Camden, I consider myself legend. But a lot of people will call me the king of Camden.
Okay.
Me, I give that crown to the Krown Rulers.
Shout out to Krown Rulers. That takes me back.
Shout out to Krown Rulers. Without them, I wouldn't even be doing what I do, or even started it. And then at the same time, without the people who started hip hop, I would never be. I wouldn't be who I am. So,
right.
But that being said, I'm from Camden, New Jersey.
CMD.
I pretty much started rapping when I was 14 years old. My first studio appearance was in Jazzy Jeff's studio.
Damn.
So whenever I had, when I started rapping, used to freestyle and stuff like that all the time. Wasn't no writing. I used to go in the mirror and shit like that.
Right.
Master your craft. That's what you did back then.
Right.
Just master your craft. Today, these cats, I don't know what they doing. They just pick up and feel like they can write after they smoke some weed or some shit.
It's the microwave generation.
But it's cool. But we mastered the craft back then. And then, at the same time, for me being discovered by a guy named Bilali B. He was from Philly, 222 Race Street. I remember that because my grandma wrote the number down. She saw the advertisement. She always knew I rap.
Right.
Because I used to be in her bathroom, in her kitchen, rapping all the time. And she gave me the number, and I went over there, ran over to Philly, rapped for Ball. He took me right over to the Jazzy Jeff studio.
What year is this?
You know what year that was? 1984. I'm 54 years old.
Damn.
I know.
Wow. Yeah,
I need the sauce.
Everybody
tell
me
that,
man. My mother's not here anymore. She died from COVID, but I get it from my mother. I appreciate that. And then hip hop.
Facts.
Hip hop is the fountain of youth.
Wow.
For me, it is, man. It's always been a part of my life.
What was it that made you just decide to say, well, I'm a rap? Who was it?
So honestly, it was a movie. At first, it was Wild Style. It was a movie called Wild Style back in the day.
Yeah.
It was,
Classic.
And then it was a movie called Beat Street that came out.
Oh, Spit. Yeah, classic.
Right?
Yeah.
And you ain't got to be my age to know them motherfucking movies.
No, because they timeless classics.
They classics.
If you into hip hop, you need to know
That's correct.
Right. And don't shout out Crush Groove.
And here we go.
B Street.
So if you want to say what actually got me to come out of my shell and rap and start it all, it was Crush Groove.
Damn. Run
was so, if I watch it to this day, I watch Run to this day, do what he do on Crush Groove, I get goosebumps. Because he was so energetic. And when you hear me, if you see me on stage, that's what I exude. I bring out energy. My whole shit is energy. It's
the
like
classic
I want people to
scene.
feel me. You know what I'm saying? And feel. First of all, you're gonna feel what I'm saying because I come from that era.
Right.
But at the same time, when I bring it out to you, I want you to visualize it and feel that shit. Like, you know, like if it ain't that relatable to you, it just slaps you in the face. Like, I'm gonna let you know I'm here. And just to answer that question, that part of it, because back in the day we had Lady B.
Right. Yep.
So we got to listen to those artists at that time, you know, like Slick Rick and Dana Dane and Schoolie D.
Schoolie D,
Philly,
PSK.
Philly. So when I seen them, it did something to me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah. What would you say is the most memorable moment about your musical journey? Like,
that's a lot. I got 40 years in it, right?
Yeah.
So I'll just say this: in my career, I've never spent money on anything I've created.
Wow.
That's real.
Except Talk to Me.
Okay.
Just now.
Okay.
Damn.
Because the producer that I usually use and the studio I usually use is he's doing other things at this point. So it's a producer that I like to work with back in the day. And again, you said something that made sense, man. Yo, I appreciate you coming here, man. People, you know, you giving us your time.
Right.
Yeah.
So me, I always been the type of person that this ain't for free. Everything ain't for free. Even some things you just gotta pay. You gotta do.
Right.
You know, let people know my heart ain't to fuck you in this situation or use you in this situation, right?
Right.
So I hit Rob up. Shout out to Rob Polygon Studios. I hit Rob up. He hit me back. I said, y'all got this song, Speedy. Made the beat, Speed Knot production. And I sent it to him, and that's when I went and paid little. He charged me shit for $40. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to give him more money, but he ain't charged me shit. But that's the first time in my career that I paid for studio time. To go back to your question, I would say the most memorable moment, D1, was when I was with Bilali B. He would be considered my manager at the time, right? Because again, I go freestyle for these guys. I caught a train over to Ray Street, met him, rap for him, freestyling. He gets all excited, calls his partners, they get excited. The Benz, hop me in the Benz, me and my boy, take us down the road to this little like countryside in Philly. I don't know where the fuck we were, I'm telling you. We get to this building and I get in, mind you, I don't know that's Jazzy Jeff behind that board. So when I get there, he introduces me, tells them how hot I am or whatever. There was a cat in there that was rapping inside the booth. So when he hits a thing, he's like, yo, come out. You know what I'm saying, to the boy.
Right.
Tells me to go in. Put the headphones on. I put the headphones on, he throw a beat on. And you hear it? Yeah. All right, go ahead. When I hear it, I start blacking. So I'm rapping. Right. And then he calls me back out. And he's like, I'm looking, I'm like, this nigga look familiar as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Flat top,
like,
glasses.
I know this boy from.
So I'm like, oh shit. This is Jazzy Jeff. So he like, yo. He said, you just went. Well, I basically just went. You feel me? Like I went in. He could have do 3-4 more beats on. Like,
and you'd have still been going.
You know what I'm saying? And I would have still been going. Because at that time, again, you gotta remember, not only was I rapping at 14, I was trapping too.
Right.
You feel me? I'm in the street. I'm a street nigga, young as hell. So I got in the beginning of my rhyme career, all it is freestyling about being what we do as kids. Right. You feel me? Right. But now I'm hitting the streets. So now I'm incorporating trap rapping. Yeah. What they call this trap music shit is different for me because we was trap rappers back then. You feel me? We was talking about the the dialogue changes now. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
Everything changes. So when I'm talking about getting whatever grades in school in my freestyles, I'm talking about now, I just sold such and such,
Right.
or, you know what I mean? This, that, and the third. So talking to him, he said, listen, I just need you to, what you got to do is you got to break them down in 16s. Mm-hmm. Jazzy Jeff showed me how to break down 16 bars.
Damn.
And then
Jeff told you that?
Jazzy Jeff, Wallahi. Jazzy Jeff. So in that experience, and then here's the moment that I'm giving you is the memorable. That's one. That would be one.
Yeah, that's definitely one. And I met DJ Jazzy Jeff about in the record store.
Cool as a motherfucker.
Real cool. Yeah. Took the pictures and
like everything. It was crazy, but that's a hell of a way to meet someone who's right.
Yeah.
And then the next trip over to Philly, Lowdy B calls me over and he takes me in his Benz. I remember the two Spanish dudes. I guess they was in the game because they must have been the money. You feel me?
Right.
So he take me over, and I don't know if you probably do. Who else from Philly here? You from Philly?
Yeah, I'm from Philly.
Yeah, baby. So you remember? I don't know if they have it as the Expo Center now, but it was like this. It was like the they used to do the flower shows and all this back in the Civic Center, something like that. Something like that, right?
Yeah. At the Civic Center.
They used to do shows there. Mm-hmm. So Big Daddy Kane is the headline, right? And Fresh Prince is performing.
Now this is after you met Jeff.
This is after I met Jeff.
Okay.
Now I'm with Bilali B, and Bilali B is the MC. He's the host of this concert. Mm-hmm. He takes me backstage. And when he takes me backstage, I know the cameras can't show all the fellas in the back right here, but it was jam-packed. And when I mean it was jam-packed with everybody you knew that was in the rap game at that time.
Wow.
So it was from LL Cool J. It was EPMD, right? It was Schoolie D. It was Jazzy Jeff, of course, in the Fresh Prince.
Right.
It was, and here is the moment that is really crazy for me. Two of them in that night. Bilal takes me to a gentleman who got a hoodie on, and he says, "Yeah, this is my man Shakil, my new rapper, and you know this, that, and the third." And the dude shakes my hand and brings me in. For that night, as a young boy, for him to bring me in, he made sure I was brought into him to feel it. Mm-hmm. I do that to everybody I meet. Ever since then,
feel that energy.
Wow. So I bring you in to let you know, feel me. Right. We black, we together, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We brothers. So he says, "Yo, you with Bilali B?" I said, "Yeah, man." He said, "You in good hands, man." He said, "Remember this. Don't believe everything you hear." And I was like, "What you mean?" And he was like, "Just know the industry ain't what is all cracked out to be.
Right.
Just don't sell yourself short for anything." And he took his hood off. You know who it was?
Oh.
Q-tip.
Oh shit.
So I sat there, I was like, oh shit, that was Q-tip. Right? And then I walk over, and then here's the bigger moment. There was a chair in the middle of these two gentlemen talking. They was like you two. Mm-hmm. They was having a conversation. And one stopped. And he was like, hey, sit down, bro. And I sat down. You know, I like doing this because I like to give people that who the fuck you talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? So I sit down and shit in the middle of these motherfuckers. And the dude that I guess is their bodyguard, he stands in front of me. He just standing there like this, staring at me. And I'm like this. Because y'all having a conversation. They having a conversation.
Right. Yeah.
He's leaning in, he's talking, and I'm like this. And he tapped me right here. He said, "No, you good."
Tapped you like this?
Yeah. He said, "You good." Because I kept trying to not impede their conversation.
Right.
It was Run DMC. And the dude that was in front of me, that was staring at me, was DJ Hurricane. You know what I'm saying? Just making sure I ain't don't do that wrong. And I was like, I was sitting in the middle of these motherfuckers. I swear to you, I'm not no dick rider, right? I was sitting in the middle of these niggas like, I'm sitting in the middle of my idols. Mm-hmm. And Run just tapped me like, shh. I want to be like, yo.
Right.
Like, I love you, man. Like, for real, yo.
Like, ever since
like,
Crush
yo,
Crew.
you know what I'm saying? Like what was that movie with Minister Society's like, yo, you was like my dad,
yo. But yo, it's nothing wrong with that. You know, shout out to Apollo Ali because he was the one that said admiration is not a weakness.
Nah, it's not, yo. It's not.
That's what's up.
I say to a lot of people that say this, right? If you enjoy something, right, from somebody, especially if it's your people,
right?
Say your people enjoy what y'all doing. Opposing Perspective Podcast. I say that right?
You said it right.
OPP.
There
right?
it is.
Why do they have to come and say, yo, bro, I love you. No homo. I ain't dick riding, but I love your shit. Like, just say you love it, bro.
Right,
like,
right.
You ain't saying you don't like, I ain't gonna say nobody else shit. We on y'all shit. But you ain't saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't dick riding them, but they shit. They
just like, you know, if you a kid and you like a basketball player and an athlete, and you know, I think about, you know, I grew up the AI era. You know, AI is
that's my all-time favorite player.
Yeah, that wanted me to play. So it's just like if you a kid, you emulate his moves on the court, you try to figure it out. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So it's
you
like,
got that jump hook, yeah.
Well, I try to get it all high off the glass, just like how he used to do it.
Well, listen, real niggas understand the difference between dick eating and giving props.
That's real
shit. What I'm saying? We do come from a time where giving men props wasn't looked at in a terrible way. Like, you my man, we about to go out, I see you're fit, and you killing them tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nowadays, the young boys like, nigga, get that fuck out of here. They bidding on them and shit like that. Like, they can't, you know what it is, it's a detachment or something where they can't just be like, yo, I want to see you win. A lot of people say it.
It's just corny.
But they don't really feel that because I don't really want to see you win. Because if you winning, that mean I'm not, they don't look at it like that mean I'm not doing what I need to be doing or winning.
Yeah, but you ain't doing nothing that they can't be doing. Mm-hmm. You feel me? That's the whole point. Like, when you say that, I'm going back to when I was when I was in the street. Now, at any cost, I've never been anybody's little homie. Right. For a little bit, maybe when I first started. Right. Yeah.
You know,
but I always been the big homie.
I'm just saying.
So but I always made sure that where I'm from, Sycamore Court Projects, S&P, you already know.
Okay.
So, we always took care of the hood.
Right. Okay.
We made sure everybody in the hood was fine, especially the ladies, the old ladies.
Right.
When the school came, when like now, school's grade come up, so we knocking on doors. Right. The kid, what do they need? School clothes, uniform, sneakers, haircuts. We did that. We provided everything. So we had I remember a young boy that was into balling. Didn't hustle, didn't sit around, smoke weed, didn't do it, but he hung with them because it's a project.
Right.
So I remember him. Grade go to college. I remember it, and I remember the little niggas, my youngins, saying to him, yo, you corny as hell, you grade go to college, and I blacked on him.
Right.
Said, how corny is that to tell a motherfucker that's one different from you to call him corny, because you should be giving him credit or pushing him out there to not do what y'all doing because he want to make something of himself. Right. You chose this.
Right.
He choosing different, but he's still your fucking boy, though. You feel me? Mm. And that's the corny part of it. That's almost the same as the I'm not dick eating.
Right.
You feel me?
They don't understand. It's like
so whose job is it to teach them? You feel
ours.
Me?
Listen. Each one reach one, right? Like each one teach one, right? Mm-hmm. I'm 47 years old, right? So I've seen things in my life or whatever like that. The way I feel is like whenever I come across, and some young boys have said to me before, like, yo, every time I see you, OG, like, you give a good word, you know what I'm saying? You always on some like cool shit or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. And it's like, because everybody I give it to, they not all picking it up. Mm-hmm. But I don't know what you going through. You might run into me, I might be the only good word you get for the day.
Yeah, real shit.
You know what I'm saying? And that might take you however far it take you.
That gives you a purpose.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
I realized that a long time ago. I had this conversation with my wife a little earlier. I know how to fall back on situations that don't realistically be. It's not a situation where I'm a come out on top of it.
You. Right.
But because it came through me, I came out on top of it because you're happy. Right. You follow what I'm saying? So when people come to me and ask for help, or even if it's I'm not the dude that always, if I'm the dude that's always being asked and talked to, but I'm not the dude that's gonna go to you and say, yo, this nigga got pound with his bitch. And, you know, she's or yo, he just, you know.
You don't even seem like that type of
I can't do that shit. That shit's corny to me.
No, well, listen, Shak, you coming back, all right? First things first, you coming back.
Real quick,
that nigga's my family.
Real quick, James. I want to let's give a shout out to an original OPP member.
Come on, man. My OG,
our OG. This is our OG, Reese Murray. Shout him out. Yes,
facts.
Big
Yeah. I mean, but listen, we definitely have to bring you back. I hate to have to wrap it up at this point, but
do what you do, man.
I need you to tell us what's next.
Well, you had some questions, right?
I definitely.
You sure you don't want to ask none of them questions?
Yes, talk about the Legendary album for me.
So the Legendary album basically is the best album ever made.
Yo, that's what. Listen, my man Sherrod, Big Deal Dunlap. Shout out my man Big Deal. I talked to him prior to, and I was like, "What's a couple questions I should ask Shakil?" He said the first thing out of his mouth was, "Yeah, ask him about the Legendary album."
Yeah, anything that I take pride in the creation of what I've been doing. After enduring everything that I endured in my career, again, I'm gonna give you a brief. I was in a group called the we was called the Roughneck. That's where I started.
Oh, shit.
As a solo artist, it wasn't really a solo situation. So
did that come from MC Light? Gotta get a Roughneck?
I don't know how the fuck we did it, but we put all these niggas together and these motherfuckers. It was even a white boy in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the start of a group. The second, I left that group. End up going with another group that was from Elizabeth, New Jersey. From a manager of mine that we hooked up, and they were called Ghetto Anger. Here's the deal: they had a deal already on the table, but they needed a fourth member. And at that time, this is 1994, 93 at that time. So I had got jammed up, you know, I had to go do time.
Right.
So I'm giving them a shout out at this point because when I went to go do my little bid, they denied the deal. They didn't take the deal without me.
Oh, shit.
And I kind of like, what the fuck? I just met these fellas. But when you're genuine, all that came off and they didn't want to do it without me, even though they had it before I came in. So when that didn't go through, I ended up, you know, in a brief little spell about not doing it. But the niggas, I was chewing up niggas in the pen. So niggas was like, nah, you got to go home and do what you do.
Right,
so,
keep that up.
I ended up hooking up with my boy Bum Beat, and we created their own group called the Newborns, which is which is like the Camden Legend group. And after that little stint with Bump, we got a deal with Levert, moved out to Hollywood. Recorded music out there. Of course, Levert, girl and them died, passed away.
What year is this?
This is 1996.
Okay.
So I stayed out there with them till 98. Mark Gordon, which is the third member of the group, ended up keeping us because it was a lot of y'all know the ins and outs. I heard
with them and everything. You know,
so from there went to we kept the Newborns going in 98. Left from LA, went to North Carolina. It was doing things. Signed to a small label called Codge. Put out a few projects that made us legendary in the city for that. Then we got to deal with Corrupt, the Entre Records. Joe Marone, Corrupt from the Butchercombe. We had a single deal with them. It ended up faltering because of the business. People don't realize. I'm talking fast because I want to get you.
Nah, listen, because this is why we bringing you back. Real shit.
But I'm just giving you a brief to get to this one point so that you understand why this solo part of me is so important. You feel me? Because all that, you know, ended up having me go and get a deal next with Sony Records with Newborn. and then we had creative differences at that time when we could get it when we literally sitting on the table.
Wow.
So when that faltered, they wanted to do something with me solo, but because I couldn't get in the studio and get the projects they needed quick enough to me, then that ended up falling and failing. So now I get with Mike G. Shout out to Mike G. Of course, y'all know Mike Gillespie. He creates a record label directly, I believe, for me, because he's always been in my career. He's one of my closest friends, period. So we went to Teflon, did a lot of things. I met a lot of people. Shout out to Ant Live. Rest in peace to Ant Live. Gave me a lot of avenues there. That's where the Africa shit went. When I went on tour in Africa.
Damn.
And Germany and France. Came back from there. Brief little hiatus, life shit, street shit.
Right.
And then hooked up with Stingray, with Drop Zone Studios. We decided to put something together as a whole with the rest of the city. Most of the city kind of magnetized to my whatever the song was that I did. He felt like that I would be the catalyst of the situation. So we came up with a idea to do a whole album, which was Legendary.
Like
and
a collective?
I was 35 years old when I created that album. That album. And that album to this day is probably one of the best albums. MySpace was big at that time. So I had like 500,000 followers on MySpace. The same listeners and things of that nature. So Mikey Dread and Pooch Man had me on Power 99, interviewed me. That's on YouTube. I'm the first person on YouTube. I'm the first person you'll see with videos from that time on YouTube that was ushering in everybody to be on YouTube.
You got Soulja Boy moments.
So from back then, I got like 100,000 views and 50,000 views. I got like over 1 million, 2 million views on all collectively on my videos.
Wow.
And then and what is it? That was 05. From there, the Legendary album was just if it wasn't for 50 Cent, if people remember, there was 3 people that came out that year, 05. It was 50 Cent, Rihanna, right? Rihanna.
Was that when Kanye came out?
That's how I remember. Kanye came like a little right after you, right?
Okay.
But it was that Laffy Taffy shit. So I remember it so well because I dropped mine. And if I had the same machines as them, we'd be having a different conversation.
You might not even be on this joint if you.
Either way, because of who y'all are, when you reach out to me, I've always been the type of person to always give people love. So I would have been here regardless.
That's real shit.
We appreciate you. Listen, we are about to wrap up.
But yeah, go. Legendary Shakil, Instagram.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be
the
right
video
here,
is out right now on Puerto Rich. Go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish.
I just want to ask you this before. In the next couple of minutes, we can just talk about your Sons of Sin experience.
Definitely, that's what we're here for.
Yes,
babe, throw me that book. Hand me that book, babe. I bought the book with me because I want people to really.
I got the book upstairs too.
Yeah, that movie derived from this book. Shout out to Freeman, and we call him Taino on here, but Slick, I love him to death. Slick said to me that, I got a role for you, Shak. I want you to specifically do this. And he actually changed the motherfucking name of the character to my name, which is Big Shak. Yeah. So instead of it being
you was
Vic,
a big homie in them.
Yeah.
Like we not your little
I'm not gonna say
homies.
nothing else in the movie about the movie.
Yeah.
Chill, because I ain't see the movie. You know what I mean?
But he actually gonna do a spinoff from the characters because the character was kind of everybody
exclusives on this joint.
Yeah.
He ain't give us that. He ain't tell us that.
Well, I'm gonna give it to you because he going. They got a second part coming. Right?
Well, he did tell us about part 2,
coming.
but he ain't tell us about the spinoff. All right.
It's gonna be spinoffs from a lot, not just my character, but a few of the characters on there. You know what I'm saying? Bro character probably too, because he did his thing.
Oh, he definitely did.
But yeah, Sons of Sin. I believe he said they're going to be an encore premiere in September.
Yeah.
And there's going to be like a after party at, I think it's called the Laughing Fox.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to write that.
Sommerdale.
In Sommerdale, and we're going to be performances with that. Me and Puerto Rich is going to do our title solo song we got out right now, which is called "Tell Me What You Want." The reason why the name is say "Talk to Me" because
that's real quick.
That's exactly what I said.
I didn't want to offend you. I was like, hold on, I don't want to get the name of the song wrong.
No,
I know the song.
If you listen to, think of it all together. The song's called "Tell Me What You Want."
Yeah,
talk to me. Right. You follow me? So what it was is in my little stint, I'm not in the street. I'm not in the street no more. I'm always gonna be a street nigga, but I'm not in the street no more. My life is all the way changed. So I'm still in the music business, right? I'm creating, but I'm not creating in the sense where I'm writing a bunch of shit that's mostly about street shit. I'm writing where I'm at right now. You feel me? So it would be in a positive mode. But a lot of the street niggas and a lot of shout out, I gotta say this, Funch is one of the Camden kid. Funch is like Shak. I know you and your Puerto Rich. I know you and your positive shit, but we need that hard Shak too. We need that. Right. So that's where when people, and they weren't the only ones that said, yo, we want some shit from Shak. We want the old Shak. We want and that's where, when that came about, tell me what you want, talk to me. And that's why I'm like,
yeah, that shit a banger.
I told these niggas I'm the go to this. Yeah. All these washed up niggas on my folder list.
Yeah. Write some solo lists.
Listen, when I say that's my shit, I'll fucks with it.
Yeah, and I'm proud of that, bro. You know why? Because before, of course, I don't look my age. So as a rap artist, you know, they got no disrespect. I don't want to be canceled and all this shit, but they got fat chicks that can blow, and then they try to hide those fat chicks because of their size, but they actually got talent. So they had to. So what I'm saying is, I had to take my age down because I'm still in the rap game, right? So they're looking at the youth part. So then I thought about it, said, you know, I'm slapping myself in the face. Because if these youngins can't hang with me at the age I am, why the fuck would I down my age for that? You feel me? Yeah. You got to get where I'm at, baby.
I was just about to say, people come to me all the time like, damn, you're John Gray, why you don't die, you're John? I'm like, yo, I know a lot of niggas ain't make it to this age.
Why you trying to say something? You be on the low. My wife died by shit. What you trying to say?
Listen, can you die here too? Because I'm probably looking a little old right now.
This ain't Beijing, yo. But look, my wife died by shit, man.
Your jaw look good, though. You Gucci. That wasn't a shot at.
All right, bro.
Well, Mr. Shak, we really appreciate you stopping by. We appreciate your time. It was dope building with you. We are definitely going to bring you back.
No doubt, man.
If you let us have
I can't wait. I can't wait. This was fun. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all platform. Appreciate y'all doing this. Definitely. This is thorough shit right here. From a real nigga to real motherfuckers.
Appreciate that.
This is some real shit. This is thorough, man. Feel like I've known y'all for a long fucking time. You know what I mean?
That's what's
comfortable, man.
Can you shout out your social medias and how they can find you?
Right now, I'm gonna go nothing else but my Instagram. So it's Legendary Shakil at Instagram.com or whatever. And then my I do TikTok.
Okay.
I don't really fuck with it, but I
you got little TikTok videos.
Okay.
Yeah. When we found out you got a little TikTok
I don't do that shit. I give them freestyles every Sunday.
Oh yeah.
You do
I call it
Freestyle Sunday.
Freestyle Sunday. I stopped for a little bit, but I'm that's what I was doing.
We might get one this Sunday.
And you know what's crazy? Yeah, I'll give you one since you want it.
All right.
Yeah.
And I premiere Camden artists on it. Like I'll go on YouTube. If I find out Camden artists got something, I'll go live on it and play it behind me and let them, let the people shit. Listen, man, I know I'm not a hater.
Right.
I just want everybody to like we just talking about. I want everybody to win, man. Yeah. If I can be that type of person that can use my platform or whatever I got for you and you benefit from it. Shout out to everybody from Camden. Shout out to everybody from Philly. Shout out to tri-state area that always helps me down. That's why, bro. I'm blessed, man.
Yeah.
I can't even lie to you. I'm blessed, man.
Well, we appreciate you. That wraps up our episode of Opposing Perspectives. I'm your host, Adele.
And I'm your boy, James, a.k.a. Rouse.
Shout out Swag Magazine.
Hey, shout out Swag Magazine. You can find OPP on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. Thank you.
Peace.
Appreciate
that was good shit. That was good shit. All right, we gotta get a couple pictures.